what role do our relationships play when it comes to our quality of life?
All of it. Even though when we say quality of life, we tend to go for, things or infrastructure or circumstances which may be an enabler, but they never determine quality of life. Having a nice house or nice car or nice gadgets are all great to have. We know people who go to swanky offices,
Right.
Doing great jobs, having great resumes, but they don't come back satisfied from their job. Even there is a study by Harvard, it's the longest study of its kind, and they've studied more than 700 teenagers for almost 80 years. And they looked at what is the source of happiness for human beings. And their findings, this case study, it says that the three things which are really at the source of happiness for human beings. And number one is quality of relationships. And notice, it's not quantity, it's not how many people know you and who you know.
Especially in the age of social media where everyone has 5,000 friends or whatnot.
And million fans, and you may be a celebrity.
Right.
But happiness is a function of quality of your relationships. And when I say quality of relationships, again I say how much you experience being connected. How much you are in communication with people that matter to you. How much fun you have with them. Do you really have fun with them? Sometimes we do activities we think will be fun. We go for vacations which we think will be fun. But when we actually go there, it doesn't come out to be as much fun. Or we go for activities we think will be fun, like going out for dinner or throwing a party, and yet in the party we are lost. Not really having fun. Not really enjoying as much as you planned or anticipated. So quality of relationships absolutely impacts your quality of life vis-a-vis your happiness. But the challenge here is, what does impact quality of relationship? Is it about how much you give to each other? Is it about spending time? Have you ever noticed that two people are spending time together but both are on their gadgets?
Yeah, many times.
And suddenly people are spending time together but arguing and fighting. Nobody recalls that as a great time. It's not just a function of time.
Then what is it a function of?
And I'm saying, consider maybe quality of relationship is a function of communication. Now, when I say communication, most people hear saying things. When I say communication, people think, okay, I should say things straight. I should say things better. Mostly the focus is on speaking. What should I say? How should I say? When should I say? What should I say? What should I not say? What is my demeanor when I say this? People want to become better speakers. I say communication is a function of listening. Can I really listen to you? Even though I'm not speaking, sometimes people are talking to me, I'm talking to myself about what they're talking to me. I'm silently judging, evaluating, assessing. I'm not listening.
And even
Concluding things.
Getting ready to even respond when they stop saying finally what am I going to actually say, right?
Absolutely.
Strategizing.
There is no connection. I'm not with you, even though I'm looking at you, pretending to listen, but I'm talking to myself. I'm actually with myself. And when I say listening, I mean being with you. Really getting you. What you're saying, what you are experiencing, what's happening with you, what's important to you, what are you committed to. When I am fully getting you, that's communication.
I have a question. This is actually a very, I think common, popularly written things that, we must be good listeners. But why, if it's so common knowledge, why is it so uncommon? If it should be so, if it's like a common advice, why don't people listen? Or what comes?
There are a lot many other things which are common advice.
Right.
Like don't eat junk food. People do all the time. Don't be rude to people. People do all the time. Don't be judgmental. People are all the time. Just because something is commonly known does not mean that people actually do it, because doing it takes something.
And I think that's my question as well, that what comes in the way of our listening?
I would say what comes in the way of my listening is the stuff I already know. Even before you open your mouth, I already know what you're going to say. I already have judgments about you that I've made from the past. Who you were yesterday, who you were last month, the experience I had with you. I have so much already filled in. See, if this cup is already filled, can I take it anything new? So when you're talking to me today, I'm not listening to you fresh. I'm listening to you through the filters of everything that has happened between us in last all interactions. And at some point it becomes so much, nothing new can be heard. I already know so much. And maybe I need to keep all of that aside to be able to listen to you right now in this moment, which has never happened before. What you're about to say has never happened before. Just like when you go out on a date with someone for the first time, you don't know anything. Can you see there's so much newness, there's so much curiosity, so much excitement is there. You want to find out more.
Get to know them.
How long does that kind of listening last?
As long as they say the honeymoon phase lasts.
And that does not last long.
Yeah.
Especially in a relationship which are older than that, and most relationships that matter to us are actually older than that.
Right.
That newness is gone. Our cup is already full. We already have judged, assessed, concluded, put people into various boxes where they are, as if you are the same person you were yesterday, or last month, or last year.
And we're not the same people.
Are you?
I'm definitely not.
Anybody is? Every moment, look and see. So when you wake up in the morning, if you get a good cup of coffee or you don't, does it have an impact on you?
So every day I would be different depending upon what's happened or what's happening in that particular moment.
We don't notice. We think we are same. Are we? While you coming to office, you look at the traffic, and suppose one fine day you don't find any traffic. Will that impact you?
Absolutely.
Everything that is happening to us every moment is shaping us. We have illusion that we are the same. And other people are the same. Neither am I same nor are you. Like we're having these conversations happening for the first time.
Right.
Ever.
Never in the last 15, 20 years of knowing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can listen to you as the little girl you were 15 years back. You are a businesswoman, you are an entrepreneur. You are creating this video to communicate to the world. So I'm listening to you right now. What excites you right now? And that is something very rare for human beings. The experience of being fully heard, unfiltered, unedited, non-judgmental, not assessed, just getting you the way you are not. And when that happens, the natural outcome is affinity and love.
Right.
A liking, an understanding, an attraction, wanting to be with that person.
And that's,
It could be your parents, your child, your spouse, your friends.
yeah. I was about to say it doesn't have to be only your partner or boyfriend or husband.
Yeah, not just romantic, I'm thinking all kinds of relationships. And that impacts the quality of relationship. And that impacts the quality of life. Everybody understands this. So many studies published and everything, just like junk food.
Right.
But then eventually our impulses, take over. And when we see a attractive junk food, it could be ice cream or cake or something, that time we don't think about what actually gives us health.
And I don't think it's common to think of that working on a relationship means working towards emptying the cup, right? Like I think when we think of working on a relationship, we think of how can I pamper the person, how can I make them feel good.
Yeah, again we go for things,
Yeah.
how to, express my love. Almost never we think of, let me actually give 1 hour of pure listening. What do you think of, let me give this gift, some clothes or car or diamond or vacation. But how about giving 1 hour of pure listening?
Our attention is the biggest gift we can give.
Listening, I would say.
Listening.
I may attend to you and judge you. Right? But attending not to judge. Fully being present, listening. Fully getting you. Just for the sake of getting you. Not to judge you. Not in order to. Not expecting back from you. And what a mystery that, we most of us don't do it because this takes work.
Yeah.
It's easy to buy something and give it to you. It's available in the market. There's no listening to bought from any place. I can go to Amazon, okay, give me 2 hours of listening or gift these 2 hours of listening to. There's something you need to generate. And for that I have to keep all that aside, all that noise in my head aside, what all is running me right now, my reactions. Like right now I'm being with you, so my business, things that I have to take care, what I have to do after this, all the things running in the background, then I'm not really with you. So to gift somebody listening is actually rare.